We can swoop into a foreign country and kidnap their president in the span of 90 minutes without taking a single casualty, and yet we allow these fat, retarded losers to commit federal crimes and every single night right out in the open in our own country. We could all put a stop to this immediately. Every one of these degenerates could be in a cage in Gitmo right now crying for their mommies. Order could be restored in like 10 minutes. None of this has to happen. It's all by choice. It is all allowed, and that's what makes it so infuriating. Oh my God. Yes, I completely agree. Anyway, so here they are breaking into another car. Look.
Almost there.
Oh, wow. Oh my God. Oh my. Stealing an FBI rifle. Oh my God. And they're letting this happen. Yep. My God. And by the way, do you think this is a conscientious objector to ICE? Of course not. This is a guy with face tattoos that just stole a gun from a federal car. Like, I'll tell you something. I've never met somebody with face tattoos that was a good decision maker. I'll tell you that.
There's some bullets.
Bullets? Man. Man.
Ain't no way. Tourniquet there.
Did he get... That's insane. And they're letting this happen. Aren't they against guns? That guy wasn't, I'll tell you that. This is nuts. This is disgusting, yeah. And they stole from a vet? Maybe they did. Is stealing from a federal agent a federal crime? Ah, geez, I wonder, guys. Is this a federal crime? They should all be arrested, but they're allowed to wear face masks? Well, it's not about the face masks. Like, there should have been police presence in the area, and none of this would have happened in the first place. Honestly, I'm all for this continuing. Minnesota could recall this man, but they don't. They voted for him, and they won't get rid of him. While I agree with you that, you know, like, they did kind of vote for this to happen, the fact is that there's a lot of people in Minnesota who didn't vote for this to happen. And I think that there's also a huge contingency of people that are afraid to speak out against it because of how violent and aggressive these people are, and they don't want to be terrorized. That's the reason why. Yep.
Hey, don't film that.
Do people really think this thing's a protest? They do. You think Trump's waiting for him to make a wrong move so his move looks more justified? I'm sure he's wanting to use this move to stall midterms. I don't think so. And the reason why is because they've already made a lot of wrong moves. And I think that if you look at the ICE shooting of that lady, you can look at the way that people like this will just move the goalposts and infinitely invent excuses and reasons why they're wrong, or why you're wrong. So the idea of trying to, like, engage these people on, like, a rational playing field is off the table. You can't engage these people rationally at all. Like, obviously, you can't go around breaking into federal cars, stealing guns out of an FBI car. Like, I mean, everybody knows this. So anybody who's supporting this or doing this is clearly a criminal. So the idea, like, if this isn't over the line, what is? So I don't know what to say about this. And Stay Safe said he had to do the warning today before he can actually do the Insurrection Act. Yeah, I heard about that. Jesus. Jesus. Look at all this. Oh, wow, the license plate. I wonder what's going to happen. Rifle suspect license plate. Mm-hmm. America's a third world country? Yeah, if you let people... This thing is, like, the reason why we're not a third world country is because of the police. If we didn't have any police, the country would instantly turn into a PvP server like Somalia. That's the truth. Every country that doesn't have a aggressive police force that holds people accountable this is what happens to it. This is it. Nice guy. Who's this? Let's see here if I can... Oh, this is another guy. Okay, NPR Live. Oh, boy. What is this? Another individual? Because you're white and never lived through the shit invaders think you're entitled to what you want on land that doesn't belong to you. You white devil, we was here first. We was here first. What are you talking about, we was here? Like, I was born here. What are you talking about? It's so stupid. What do you mean, bitch? The cops killed in the Capitol. Yeah, who's talking about the Capitol? Oh, wow, an FBI rifle. You're a piece of shit. All the January 6th insurrectionists were pedophiles? Probably if they were touching minors, you'll be rock hard right now. Jesus Christ. Take your meds, man. Take your meds. Who is this guy? Oh, my God. He left? Yeah, I guess so. Projection. Jesus, what a weirdo. Oh, my God. Oh, this is what people like this say and do. What can I say? Wow. There's more of these. Oh, shit. Is a padded room? Yeah, true. Uh-oh. Roach out! Run away! Man. Jesus. This is straight up out of a third world country. This is insane, isn't it? Oh my God. Very peaceful? Yeah, it's extremely peaceful, guys. Did Tim Walz tweet about him trying to prevent the Insurrection Act? Yeah, I'm gonna look at that after this. Look at this car. Totally smashed up, destroyed, everything. They opened. Why do you even have the hood open? You're protesting against ICE and you're opening up the hood? You opened up the hood to steal shit out of the fucking car. Jesus. Animals. Yeah, I know. Stealing parts. I know. Oh, there you go, guys. Can you imagine being a cosmetic police officer? That must be so demoralizing. A little late, huh? It's honestly surprising officers haven't been shot yet. We've let this go too far. Oh, that's coming up next. It is. That's going to happen soon. Every single day that this happens is a day that Trump looks weak and he looks bad. Because if he's not going out and holding these people accountable for committing crimes, destroying property, and causing all of these problems, what's going to happen is that people are going to think that it's okay to do this and that they can continue doing it. So every single day that he allows this to continue is a day that it will become more extreme, more dramatic, because they will continue pushing the envelope. Because, you know, like yesterday, and you've seen how things have escalated, right? At the beginning, they were just talking, and then you had people that were like crowding around ICE agents, yelling at them, and then you had people that are trying to interfere with the arrests, and then you had people that were trying to start fires and block off roads, and now you're having people that are trying to break into federal cars and steal guns out of federal cars. This is it. Commander Bavino just led the charge to arrest leftist rioters. Oh. Is it finally happening? Are they going to arrest him? We'll see how this goes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's it. It's done. And what's this here? Like 10 times duties and promise the 11th time you're telling the truth? Yeah, I don't trust them. They won't change sides? Yeah, they won't change their mind. They'll just shift positions. Exactly. Yeah, they're just going to constantly misrepresent things. And by the way, I've said this before. I will say it again. 3 flags. An upside-down American flag, and then 2 foreign flags. It's just what I said every single time. More insurrectionist crash out.
We're told that The Border Patrol. Okay. This is a serious clash happening right now. So John, we're told that the Border Patrol chief, Dan Bavino, is with them at this time. Let's see if we can pick up the audio. Let's listen.
So they're going after him now. It's insane the level that this is escalated to, isn't it? I really think it's crazy.
Okay, so obviously we're...
Looks like tear gas has been deployed to push the protesters back now. It looks like the federal agents have had enough of this and they're trying to disperse the crowd.
You seen this? No, this is new.
You heard the clack, clack, clack of the air guns firing pepper balls.
So the definition of an insurrection?
In a similar protest.
Of course it
wasn't quite as big as this. Firing pepper balls into the ground as opposed to actually firing them at the protesters.
What the fuck are the local police doing?
We don't know why.
They're doing what they're told to do.
The federal officers have decided to push the crowd back. It may be that they were trying to get some vehicles out of that facility, and the protesters were blocking the driveway. You still see some federal agents are back there.
More protesters have shown out. There's a lot more out now.
For some reason,
no doubt.
The federal agents have decided it was time for this crowd to be dispersed. Let's listen to what some of the crowd is saying now here.
Have a right to be in the middle of the road? Is that right?
What are you doing?
Uh-huh. Man. They love saying that, don't they?
Ice out
Jesus
now
Christ.
the chants that we've been hearing.
Yep. The familiar refrain of shame on you, shame, shame,
yeah.
shame.
It's just from Game of Thrones.
You're betraying the oath to the country.
I'm a combat veteran. You never did nothing for this country.
It's a Nazi? Oh, jeez. Do you think state and local PD in support of these things are letting it happen? I think it's probably both, right? Some of the police officers probably support it, some of them don't. Same with anything else. But I think that really one thing that's not a surprise is that I've heard that a lot of police officers that work here in Minnesota are resigning. Because, like, really, I mean, whenever you're a police officer and you're being used as a political pawn to, like, I mean, any reasonable person can look at what's going on here and see that there's something that's very obviously wrong. There's clearly something wrong that's going on here.
One, as you just heard, we heard together.
Yeah, I'm going to sit back and watch this. Yeah, definitely. And the ones that got scammed support money. The ones who don't. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, it's just been a whole lot. ICE is carrying out full-scale raids at group homes full of illegals near Minneapolis. Yeah, and this is what a lot of illegals do. Anybody that's around illegal aliens knows this, is that sometimes they have like 9 people that are living in one house, and they have all the people that are just basically, stacked on top of each other there. It's very common in, in lower income areas that you have that happen.
Shields up and guns drawn, Ring surveillance video shows more than a dozen armed federal agents descending on a Burnsville home on Saturday. A woman who lives there tells Fox 9 multiple Latino people who rent rooms there were arrested by ICE after being followed home from the store. A portion of the video shows one man being taken down in the driveway and another woman running inside to her child. We're told the 4 people taken into custody are now being held in immigration facilities out of state. That
there you go.
Includes the parents of a 7-year-old boy.
You shouldn't be rolling around in unmarked vans. People have the right to know who's following them, and you can see there's fear.
Well, what do you mean? Like, you understand? Like, this is what's so crazy about this, is that we've had undercover police officers for as long as we've had police. Are you saying that you shouldn't have any undercover agents? What are you doing? Like, it's just, the level of dishonesty here is just unbelievable, isn't it? Oh my God.
And the people that are getting out of the car in that video.
Former state senator.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I wonder who it is. Maybe it's the guys that say law enforcement, ICE, they have guns and everything. If their face was open, you realize you can buy a fake police badge and just wear it around. Like, yeah, you'll get arrested if they catch you doing it, but you can buy one of these yourself. It's not like you need to, like, anybody can do that. The guy that went and shot those Minnesota lawmakers at the beginning of last year, that nutball that did that, who, by the way, said he was employed by Tim Walz. I believe that more and more every day. I still think it's not true, but man, it sure seems weird, doesn't it? And so anyway, that guy dressed up like a police officer, and they thought he was a police officer. So this entire idea that, well, if they look like police officers, then you have to listen to them, it doesn't even make sense, because last year, one of your own lawmakers got killed because that wasn't true. Another crash out Karen.
Sir, tell me your name. This is unacceptable.
Okay.
Absolutely unacceptable.
Uh-huh.
You should all be ashamed of yourselves. This is not appropriate. This is my country. I'm here legally.
Okay.
These people, you never ask for proof. You are a bad, evil person. You need to be expunged. You need to go to another country. You need to know what it looks like. Instead, you're you're pulling over innocent people, not asking for any ID and just hauling them off. You all should be ashamed. How do you go home to children, to friends, to family? Do you tell them what you do for a living? That you arrest people without cause? That you just pick them up?
Holy shit. Jesus, what is this bitch doing?
Put them in a truck? Is that what you do? Are you proud of yourself for doing this? Are you absolutely proud?
Walk away. Oh my god.
Thank you for calling the ICE hotline.
Are you
Thank you for calling the ICE hotline.
proud of this? Are you proud? You are an idiot. You do not deserve to walk the face of this earth. None of you. None of you. You are fools. I did get a name. They took somebody out of that car. And yeah.
I don't see how anybody could watch this and not think these people are fucking insane. You're out of your mind. Oh, put her in the box. I told you, we have a mental health crisis in the country. I've been trying to tell everybody, but nobody wanted to listen. Yep. Jesus Christ.
Walk the face of this earth. None of you. None of you. You are fools. I did get a name. They took somebody out of that car. And yeah.
Oh my god.
Your name. This is unacceptable.
Okay.
Jesus.
Tell me your name. This is unacceptable.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god. What is this? Yeah, yes, it's just an absolute, complete Karen crash out. Free car. Yes, I feel bad for her husband. True. Very fucking true. And, holy shit. I was trying to scare people, tell you that it's fucking everybody. Oh, here we go.
This is nuts. This is fucking, yeah, and you're right in the middle of this shit. What the fuck is going on, dude? This is insane.
Have you ever gone out to these sort of things before?
Never. I've never protested in my life. My brother's here, he does it all the time. I've never.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm far enough away, but close enough, and I sit in my cushy house and look at shit and get mad, and they're just trying to fucking scare people, and but why shoot people?
Because they're hitting him with a shovel. Like, that's really the reason why.
You know what really pisses me off is the fact that they detain people, cuff them, and then still beat the shit out of them.
That's the first time I'm hearing of this.
They tell you it's immigrants, only immigrants. It's fucking anybody.
Oh, okay.
I have friends that got detained, and all they were doing was fucking driving home from work.
Right, what a loser. Yeah, again, this is what's insane. They're not doing that? Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of videos of that happening. So where they're beating people that are already handcuffed. That's nuts. Trump is speaking live. Give me a minute.
What the fuck?
Sounds like you don't fit the definition of the.
No, and I'm not fucking paid to be here like everybody fucking says. What the fuck is that? I gotta work in the goddamn morning, just like everybody else.
Yeah.
I'm just here trying to stand up for community, dude. We're all human beings here.
No, you're not. Just because somebody's a human being doesn't mean that they get to go into the country and break the law. Like, it's just the logic that these people use. This is the feel-good, brain-dead, like, pacified by media mindset that these people have. Everybody's a person. Everybody can do what they want. It's so exhausting. Oh, my God.
Give a shit who you are, where you came from, what color you are. It doesn't fucking matter. This is wrong.
It does if you came here illegally. It absolutely does. You shouldn't be here. Leftists are actively pouring entire buckets of water at the Minneapolis ICE driveway to ensure they fall and get seriously injured. That's fucked up? Yeah. I thought they hated ice. Why are they now? So now they hated ice, but now they're making ice. That's interesting. Very curious, huh? Yep. I thought that was a felony. I mean, what do you think the probability is that it's a felony to intentionally try to put something on the ground that's going to make the federal officers get hurt? Like, obviously, that's against the law. You can't just go do that. Yeah, of course. At least there's no whistles. That's true. Yeah, the whistles were crazy. What are the chance many of these people want to get internet clout? Well, I don't know about that. I mean, maybe some of them, sure. Yeah, they don't want white ice, they want black ice, I guess. Oh, jeez. It's going to get worse and worse and worse until they actually bring in either the National Guard or the military to shut this down. It is. It's going to keep getting worse. They have to shut this down before it gets more extreme. Because I feel like very clearly right now, it's pretty obvious to me that, like, things are getting to a boiling point. I don't think this can go on for another week. Because every single night that this has been happening, there has just been a further and further and further escalation. And eventually that escalation is going to reach a fever pitch, and somebody's going to die. Again. And I think it might be more than one person. Honestly, one of the most exciting jobs for a young man in America today is immigration enforcement. $170 billion in federal funding, 10,000 new recruits, the opportunity to venture deep into enemy territory and grab foreign invaders.
There we go.
It's kind of true. Look at this. Jesus.
I tried. I tried.
We're good.
All right.
We're good.
You're good.
Cool. I tried my best. Sorry, boys.
Right. DHS said it happened Sunday. Several vehicles pursued a white van on roads. Here we go.
Hit him, guys. Why are you afraid of him? He's going to kill someone.
This is now a federal felony.
Knock him out.
Knock him out. Hit him.
Uh-huh.
Oh, they're pointing guns out the window.
It's gonna be block him.
Driver was charged in federal court for allegedly using a vehicle to assault federal workers.
Tight box.
Interesting.
Tight box.
Good.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Watch for crossfire.
Crossfire.
Jesus. Feels like Battlefield? Yeah, I know. Like, and yeah, this probably a really exciting job. I bet it is. Yes, holy fuck. And bottom right, Dr. Pepper can. Is that true? Oh my God. Actually, Dr. Pepper and Pepsi. Damn. How about that? She's been identified. She stole federal property on Minneapolis. Oh, here's another one. Wait, what's this? Who the hell is this?
There are buildings to occupy. There are Board of Regents members' houses to decorate. And as always...
Wait, what?
There are Board of Regents members' houses to decorate. And
we live in a country that is occupied by children.
As always, there are streets to march in and there are campuses to shut down. And so
You want to shut down a campus? What gives you the right to shut down a campus? This is insane. And this is what happens for years and years and years of soft policies, preferential treatment, and no accountability does to a person. This is what it does to them right here.
we need to be taking even more militant actions even than the encampment.
More militant actions? What do you mean? Like, and this is the problem, is that you have people that are out here that are advocating for this stuff, and nothing ever happens to them. They never face accountability. They never go to jail. They never get arrested. Nothing ever happens. Isn't it crazy? I don't know how I don't know how this is real.
Oh my God, like top 3 experiences of my life, chasing riot cops away. That was incredible.
What are we doing? Allowing so many people in the country to just pretend like they're LARPing inside of a video game, committing crimes willy-nilly all the time. And how is this, like, what's going on here? Really, this is insane.
Incredible. We need to go into the fall, like, ready to punch administrations in the gut. It means a lot to be able to sort of, like, debrief to other communists. The fact that we had, like, even one meeting directly with the president of the university, who is an interim president, but, like, I don't know, he's kind of, like, really stupid. He let us walk all over him. Plus with the new...
See? This is why you never give these people an inch, because they'll take a mile. To the extent that you try to be reasonable with them and explain things to them and try to see their point of view, they will view that as weakness and take advantage of it. Oh, here's another one.
Hey y'all, I am not at home today because ICE is now going door to door in Washington State in Tacoma, Olympia, Everett, Linwood, and I think Seattle as well.
Oh
So,
my God.
super fun. We know they are not just going after immigrants now, they are also going after protesters and political
Protesters, political activists.
activists. So, please remember this is also a stand your ground state. They have to have...
Great advice. Great advice to tell people and to insinuate that they should use a gun against a federal officer. That's totally going to end well for them. Well, what a great idea.
A judicial warrant to get into your house, which most of these ICE
Brilliant.
agents do not. You do not have to open the door. And if they do come into your house, you have the legal right to stand your fucking ground.
No, you do not. No, you don't. Like, are you crazy?
So
you can't shoot federal officers? What's wrong with you?
That is the law.
Yeah, she
know
is.
your rights.
Yeah.
And stay safe. We officially have a secret police force going door to door.
If they're secret, how do you know who they are?
To anyone's house.
Yeah.
Literally anybody. Just to
It's
see.
anybody's house. Meanwhile, they break in and they're like, oh, wow, look at all these names and these arrest warrants.
If there is somebody they would like to take inside.
They're just like, imagine they come to the door like, you got any, is there any Mexicans here? No? Venezuelans? No. Okay. Fred, can we see the map again? El Salvador. You have any from there? You do? Okay, bring him out. All right, you're coming with us. Yep, let's go. It's time for you to go back. You know, like, is that really what you think they're doing? How is this even real? Oh my God.
There.
Go fish,
Welcome to 1930s Germany, folks.
1930s Germany. Yeah, this is the same exact thing. Is this really freedom of speech? How's there no accountability for people that spread these kinds of lies? For her, I don't think that she's doing anything wrong. She's stupid, but she's not doing anything illegal.
People still give me shit for that fucking comparison, but
they sure do. I bet they do. I wonder what all of the Jews and the Holocaust killed like what 20 million people, right? I think it was something like 20 million people got killed by the Holocaust. I wonder how I'm telling all of them. Like 6 million Jews, but it was like 20 million people in total, right? 40? I heard 20, but either way, it's a lot of fucking people, okay? A lot of people got killed in the Holocaust. How are they comparing 1930s Germany to like Nazis? And who's getting killed? Who's getting shot? Like the guy that tried to hit the officer with the broom? The woman trying to drive her car away after they're trying to detain her? Oh my God. Why can't these people stay home and play Animal Crossing? I don't know. Maybe yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, why haven't they done that?
We're here! People still give me shit for that fucking comparison, but we're here!
Boys, we got a big problem. Oh, we got a big problem. They really believe they're being Harriet Tubman.
Go! Go!
Are they playing Southern slave hymns while they're trying to avoid ICE? No shot they're doing this. Let me pause the music.
Go! Go!
Weight on my shoulder.
Oh my God.
This is just like the Underground Railroad, guys! It's just like whenever we had to free the slaves!
Just in case I have to run.
Oh my God! You rushed, but someone got caught. Oh no! This is outrageous, guys. How is this real? Wow. Bro. This is just embarrassing. It's so fucking embarrassing. Oh, here we go.
Morning, Minnesota. My name's Kyle, and I'm Antifa.
Yeah?
Live from the heart of Minneapolis. I've been on the front lines since the start of this.
The front line. Wow.
I am the individual who called out that Nazi the day before they came and murdered Renee Good.
I don't even know who that is.
We're at an inflection point here. This week is important. Over the course of the last 24 hours, an additional 1,500 or more ICE agents.
Do you remember how I've said that I've never met a person that has face tattoos that makes good decisions? I still got a perfect average on that one, huh?
Have been sent to Minnesota.
Yeah.
We found them checking into hotels all over the city. And they have begun door-to-door campaigns in areas of our city, kicking in front doors, pointing long guns at people's faces.
Wow.
Minnesota, we have castle doctrine. To every patriot out there, we will reject this.
Minnesota doesn't have castle doctrine? Does Minnesota have castle doctrine or not? Yes, it has a version of it. It's not a stand your ground state, meaning you generally have a duty to retreat.
Kicking in front doors, pointing long guns at people's faces. Minnesota, we have castle doctrine. To every patriot out there, we will reject this at our doors. And to every armed citizen, you have a choice to make whether you allow this to stand in our community or not.
Yep.
We are the Iron Front. It is an ideology.
Man. And the thing is, they're goading people into doing this, and these people, like, somebody's going to end up getting themselves killed. At least ruining their life. Look at them go. Uh-oh.
What's in your back pocket? What is that? That's the air coming out.
Stabbing out the window, what do you call it? Stabbing out the tires. That's not how you do it. It's not how you do. You don't do it that way. That's honestly embarrassing. Like, I've probably broken out 50 back windows of a car, probably 100. They're doing it completely wrong. That's not how you do it. Why? Just different reasons. Yeah. Yeah. The spark plug? Well, no, I mean, that's ceramic. A ceramic shatters it instantly. Or explain, please. Oh, we were at a junkyard. We broke different ones at junkyards. That was the reason why. Yeah, I would never, guys, I would never break the law. I would never do anything illegal. That would be insane. No, of course not. So, and then here we go. Oh, this is the same protest. Yes. You and Jeff and Cody should hold a class? Yeah. It'd be a whole semester. So they tried to have a protest, and this is it. They're fighting now. Oh my God. Trespassing on the junkyard? Yep. And the cops got called and everything. Like 7 of my friends, it was 8 of us, 7 of my friends. I was the only person that got away.
What happened?
Everybody else got detained by the police. I remember it very well. I was 15.
Who is this, your friend?
Very good times, great times. The roach survives. Man, this is the other clip. This is a school. Well, they all went to there, right? And rioters looting an ICE vehicle, tearing it apart after smashing windows. Oh, here's more of it. Man. They're just taking everything out of it. Look at that. They're just going in there. So yeah, they're just going absolutely fucking crazy.
Irritants, they are using flashbangs. We also talked to an individual who was not involved with the protest, and he was just trying to get his kids out of the neighborhood. He had 6 kids loaded into his car, including a 6-month-old.
I think this is another thing that's not discussed enough, is that how these protests and this violence is total tyranny over the average people. Because now average people can't drive down the road. They can't take their kids to and from school. They can't go about their life. They can't respond to potential emergencies. These people are the authoritarians. They want to shut down roads. They want to tell people what to do. And they want to enforce their own will on other people in a completely vigilante way. They have no intention of following the law. They don't care about the law.
When law enforcement threw a flashbang at his car, and now he has told us all 6 of his kids were transported to the hospital. We saw EMS come in. We expect that they are going to be okay, but obviously that father tonight is very worried about his kids. When he says he wanted nothing to do with this protest, he was just trying to get out of here.
This is why you have to shut this stuff down.
He got caught up in all of this. So it's a good reminder.
See, do you see how, like, whenever you allow this to happen, it creates so much collateral damage and so many problems that really, like, obviously, like, I don't know if the ICE agent made a mistake throwing a flashbang. Like, I don't listen. Whenever the media says something, I usually just assume that it's bullshit, right? I mean, like, maybe the government says it, I'll kind of believe it. But even then, it's, like, kind of hard to decide. Either way, it is? Yeah, sure.
This is a neighborhood.
That's what
People
Democrats
live
want,
here. And right now,
Trump needs to scrap down.
Right now,
yeah, of course.
There's a little bit of chaos in this neighborhood.
A little bit of chaos. Is that what you call it? I'd say it's something like that for sure. Yeah, a little bit of chaos. Is the Tim Walsh guy the guy that drinks the horse semen? Okay, that story actually was fake, if you can believe that. So, yeah, let's see here if I can find it. Just trying to leave. What is this? This is the same thing, I believe. Oh, here we go.
Imagine if that city or that town was suddenly invaded by thousands of federal agents that do not share the values that you hold dear.
What happens if you replace federal agents with illegal aliens or Somalians? well, then this person would be calling you a racist. Huh. It's almost as if these people want to enforce their worldviews on other people, and they want to be able to live in a complete area where everybody is homogenous with their own worldviews. This is exactly what I said about these Somalians that were constantly advocating for everybody understanding them and, you know, advocating for diversity, but then you hear them speaking about their own country, and it's more racist than Robert E. Lee. It's more racist than fucking the Confederacy. They're talking about Kenyans being like, oh, the different blood. What are we doing?
Imagine if your daily routines were disrupted.
The illegals, yeah.
The local cafe that you eat at was shut down because they're scared that their own family might get torn apart.
You mean deported for being an illegal alien?
Imagine if schools shut down and suddenly parents got to figure out what to do for daycare.
Yeah, right. And, yeah, is that a dumber Trudeau? Yeah, this is our version of Justin Trudeau. And it's insane. The food, what about the food? For sure. And so these are the... So apparently there were prosecutors in Minnesota.
In Minnesota. What happened in Minnesota? We had 6 prosecutors who suddenly decided they didn't want to support the men and women in ICE. One of them was busy doing a photo shoot with the New York Times while ICE was out there risking their lives. So they came, they said, we want to resign, but we want to use our annual leave up until April, meaning they wanted the taxpayers to pay.
They wanted you to pay for them for 3 months so they could go around. Yeah, bro, get them the fuck out of here.
For them to go on vacation.
What do you mean?
Because they decided they didn't want to support law enforcement. So the breaking news tonight, I fired them all. They're fired from the office. And our U.S. attorney there, Rosen, he's great. He was just confirmed 3 months.
I think things are getting really bad. I do. I don't know about you guys, but I think things are going to keep getting worse. It's actually pretty surprising how bad this has gotten. It is. Like, this is, I feel like really this could get even worse than BLM. And I think the reason why it could get worse is because BLM was mainly like just them not controlling it. But the difference here is that you have a lot of federal officials, or not federal officials, but like state officials and people inside of the government that are actually supporting these violent activities. And I think that's a huge, huge problem. Insurrection Act, I said, hey, I said it a long time ago. If they had done it when I had said to do it, none of this would have happened. There would have been no problems. But for some reason, they were afraid to do it. Oh, here we go. Federal officer, Department of Bureau of Prisons. The only reason why they want to see their faces is so they can harass their families and figure out where they live. That's it. Keep that in mind. These are not objective and like conscientious requests for compliance or like a degree of a degree of transparency. They're not really asking for transparency. They're asking for authority. They want the authority and the ability to find these people where they live and their family and terrorize them into not doing their job. That's what they're asking for. They don't actually care about masks. I bet if you had this turned around, a lot of them would be wearing masks.
What the fuck is your purpose? Why are you here?
Jesus.
What more do you
Enforce the law? Yeah, pretty obvious, isn't it? Sounds like a whale. Yeah, it's probably a fat chick. I can tell, too. I was thinking the same thing. Thing is, these officers are experienced dealing with rioters. Yeah. Jesus, they're just going absolutely apeshit, aren't they? You see those libtards in the Handmaiden's costume? No, I have not seen that. I've seen some of them, but not this one. Oh, here we go. Here's John Fetterman.
border, and it was skyrocketing, you know, and it's like, that's unsustainable. When you reach almost 300,000 people, that's unsustainable, and we need to, you know, as a Democrat, it shouldn't be unreasonable to want to secure our border and do.
Exactly. This is like such an obvious, common sense, easy answer to have. How the fuck are you going against this? Duh. Of course you want to secure the border. Obviously you do. What is this? John Fetterman, who famously has all of his brain cells? Well, I think that makes the argument better. How is it that a person who has brain damage is the only person that's on their side that's making any sense? Doesn't that seem like a problem to you?
It in that way. And now let's also talk about ICE. Now, absolutely, again, what happened in Minneapolis was absolutely tragic.
It was horrible, yeah, sure.
And then now, if you think, now this is from the Washington Post. You know, this is the latest statistics. These are people that ICE now are.
Oh, let's see this. Criminal history of immigrants arrested by ICE in major operations. Excuse me. So, with a violent conviction, any past conviction, or a pending criminal charge. So, you have only 33% of them had no criminal charges whatsoever. That's crazy. 70% of these people that got arrested had criminal charges. Wow.
No, it's like, no. 67% have criminal charges, pending ones, or that. So that's more than 2/3. You know, the people now.
It's a huge amount.
Now there are some people that aren't involved in any kinds of illegal things.
Yeah.
You know, but so me, I think two things can be true. You know, round up all the criminals, deport them. They shouldn't have ever been here.
Fucking duh, of course.
And they definitely have to go. And now I don't know, want to see more and more things happening in Minneapolis.
Watching this happen really gave me a new insight of why, like, there's a lot of people on the internet that are, like, super racist, but they're always in, like, a really good mood. Is this the way that somebody who's anti-Semitic feels whenever, like, they find out some media company they don't like is owned by a Jew? I feel like it has to be, right? Or like they find out some person that committed a crime is black or something, and they're like, yes, I knew it, I'm right again. Oh my God, bro, yes, exactly. And I think that's what it is. Because like every single time, like basically, well, right? Because like the level of satisfaction that I get on the confirmation bias whenever I see the typical fat, purple hair, white woman, annoying, obnoxious, loud, I see this and I'm like, oh my God, I'm right again. Yes, I never realized profiling could feel so good. I didn't. I had no idea it was this rewarding. This is amazing. I gotta start doing this more.
Now too. So two things must be true. And I strongly reject the extreme on either side, you know, about this now. So we must be true. And, you know, I watched you earlier in your show. You just pointed out President Obama deported, you know, millions of people, and there wasn't having the same kind of outrage here, you know, here from Democrats.
Of course not. No, it's and it's the same with him bombing people. Obama was drone striking people constantly. And then Ron DeSantis, really bad decision to attack one of our troopers. This isn't Minneapolis. That's what happens if you attack a trooper in Florida. So we got another wild hog.
I'm not resisting.
You're under arrest and making
No, I never said a threat. I never said anything. I never said anything. I never said anything.
Get her arms behind her.
You got her, man. Hey.
She's going. I feel like I'm at the county fair, you know? The county fair. Oh, boy.
Let's go. You can record.
I will if you let me go.
Oh, God.
I'm not resisting.
You're under arrest.
I never said a threat. I never said anything.
Jesus Christ. Can you believe this?
Anything.
Oh my God! I didn't do nothing. I didn't do anything. I didn't do it. I didn't do anything. Oh my God! Yep, there's another one. This is domestic terrorism and sedition. It obviously is. It 100% is. And here it is.
I have stuff for you to see.
Oh, what do you got?
I have paperwork.
Oh boy, what do you have?
I have paperwork from these vehicles with full FBI first, last names, phone numbers, emails, addresses.
Oh wow.
It has how they it has where they take.
Hold it open.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm contributing. So this is the. Okay.
Just the flashlight person.
Oh wow.
These people have no concept of consequences. I think it's time for them to learn. I do. I think it's time that these people need to learn some consequences.
Oh wow, there's their number.
You can be banned for showing this information on Twitch.
Their call sign 920 Op Center. Let me go like this.
Yep.
Tell me when to.
Okay, go ahead, flip it. Okay, POC. Oh my God. Yeah, they got the whole thing. This is the main.
I told you.
These were
the vehicles.
Yeah, that's
these were the vehicles that were here for the shooting. Too many protesters came up. They couldn't move their vehicles. They fled on foot. These are the officers involved. They left all of this behind.
Wow.
This is where they take the transport of their immigration targets. They're calling people targets now.
They're calling them targets?
This is transport of
yep,
immigration
I see it at the top.
targets.
I see it at the top.
This is where they take
Screenshot everything. Screenshot this. You got to screenshot it. All right, you can go ahead, flip.
Yeah.
This is maps to where they're staying or they're taking people. Again, full names, emails, phone numbers.
There it is.
This is their.
This was.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, you got more.
As you should.
Man.
Yeah.
Isn't this a felony? Oh, these people commit felonies nonstop. Nothing ever happens to them.
What is this now?
Information for FD 936 request for national DNA database. This is the information they're taking from people when they kidnap you. This is what they fill out on their booking.
They kidnap you.
If you get back your phone up too, Barbara. Thank you so much, Brody.
Thank you so much. Man. Oh, we're gonna watch this, but I'm not ready for this yet, okay? It's really special. And here we go again. Time to invoke the Insurrection Act, federalize the Minnesota National Guard, charge all of these criminals with insurrection, seditious conspiracy, assault, obstruction, harboring. Yes, put them in jail for 50 years. Just do it and it will be done. That's going to be it. Problem solved. Problem solved. You're never going to have to worry about them again. It's never going to be an issue. And that's it. What are we doing here?
Their whole battle, like their battle plan out here, I guess.
Look at them go.
They got a whole.
I can't show the paperwork. Look at all that.
Entire game plan for Minneapolis. They said in a packet.
Uh-huh.
That's what Status Quo was reading.
This is before they tore it out, as you guys can see.
Okay, so that's what Status Quo might have been reading on their stream then. So, all right.
Do you think Insurrection Act will ever be done with how many people push it to this severity? I think that this would be over in 3 hours. I do. I think that this entire issue would be over in 3 hours if they brought in the military and the National Guard. And they started arresting these people just wholesale. How? When people see everybody around them getting shot with paintballs and rubber bullets, and anybody who is being violent might be getting shot with live ammo, and on top of that, everybody is getting arrested en masse, and there is just endless amounts of troops that are in front of you, what do you think? Mm-hmm. Yeah, zero tolerance. Yeah, the military is coming up. Absolutely.
can see their radio in there.
That's nuts. We're too pussy to do it? Unfortunately, I think that's probably the case. But I think that the more extreme things get, the more people will be accepting of it. Anyway, so yeah, I do think that absolutely consequences do drive behavior. And consequences are definitely a vector that you should use in order to create an incentive for people.